All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to season 27. So this is our second war of the season. We started 0-1. So this war we matched for Loki. They're not going hard this season, and we are not playing very well this season. So it's a pretty even matchup. Unfortunately, we did match them last season, and it was a pretty easy win for us. So hopefully we can beat them again. Can't start 0-2. So my first fight is this Domino on path 2, same as last season. I figured out based on the attack that this guy was running suicides, this rando, which was nice. You'll notice if you look up at my kind of Corvus's buffs and stuff, I don't have the bleed debuff. So I had completely apparently butchered my masteries without noticing. There, she caught me in a dashback, which was quite annoying. But I actually do get the true strike, so then at this point we're in good shape. Throw the special one, and I won't run out of charges mainly because of the suicides. So this war took place on a Saturday, and I was driving home with my family from Tahoe. So I did my masteries in the car, and apparently halfway through putting on suicides, I stopped putting points into offense and moved on to utility or something. So I had 2 points in the poison suicide and 0 in the bleed. And I actually did not notice this until my 4th fight. So at this point, I still had no clue that my masteries were messed up, even though I should have noticed that the damage is not quite what it normally should be. So pretty bad mistake, but thankfully they had suicides on, so these first 3 fights were super simple. So this last fight in section 1, this is a Modoc. I'm pretty sure I used a Power Start 1 boost. We just get so many of these 3-minute boosts now that there's really no sense in hoarding them or saving them for anything. Just use them up. So all of these fights I actually did in a restaurant bathroom. We stopped for dinner, and that's where I did all of the fights. So kind of funny, but surprisingly enough, it worked out pretty well for me. So this next fight, this is a man thing, and this guy, clowniest clown, I know he's gonna have 5 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion, and I know he would take quite a bit of pleasure in seeing me die to one of his defenders. So I do take off Dexterity. I don't believe it's completely necessary on nodes that are not Power Snack and Buffet. So I think I would have been fine even with Dexterity on, but for me it was kind of like, well, why risk it? I know he has, max Mystic Dispersion, so if things go wrong, I'm in trouble. Also, I did these fights on my old phone. That's the only one that I have cell service on, so that's why the screen, you're getting the full screen instead of the usual iPhone 12 screen. So I put on the combat regen to help counteract the bleed suicide for Quake, which you of course know that I do not have, but I did not know that. And I noticed it pretty much at the beginning of this fight. So when I back up and I see like, wait a minute, where's my bleed? The other nodes had all the strike counters and all that gibberish, so the screen was kind of filled up, but here, there's nothing. So there I actually messed up. But I'm pretty sure that was my only mistake of the fight. So I'm just going to parry style this fight. Again, not sure if that's necessary. I don't think it is, but for me it was just, well, I don't want to risk it. I don't want Clown to have some material to be able to laugh at me. So fight goes pretty well. It's really slow because I don't have full suicide, so Quake's not quite as strong, but Man Thing takes pretty big damage from Quake in general, so It doesn't take that long. I'm pretty comfortable with parry style. It's pretty simple. I think most people, in my opinion at least, should be able to fairly reliably parry style with Quake. It's not particularly difficult. It just really, honestly, doesn't even require that much practice. The hardest part about parry style is the double concussion where she evades every hit. That used to really mess me up, but now I just pretend it's not there and just play like I normally would unless I notice it. So it's not a huge deal. But he's almost down. Again, this is taking forever because I don't have full suicides. I have 2 points in suicides in the suicide masteries instead of 6. Pretty stupid. But yeah, 8%, so one more aftershock cycle should do it. And that's it. So this fight is down. Clown has been vanquished with ease, which was nice. 2 hits. One heavy one I messed up at the beginning, and then the hit that killed him. So my last fight is this. Actually, is this my last fight? No, I think I had one more. This is a Silver Surfer. This node has nothing. And of course, this is my Corvus, so pretty easy. I didn't even bother actually to put on full suicides. I just left the masteries how they were, because who cares? It's all just going to be power start 1 and throw 1 special, and they're going to die. So super simple fight there. And just one more easy one to close out this war for us. We did end up winning. We played horrendous. I think we had like 5 deaths. And I think they had like 8, which is pretty impressive considering they're not trying. And our performance was pretty abysmal considering how many of them placed with suicides. So this is just a little 5-star Terrax. Yeah, and the fight's basically over at this point. He can't do anything to me. So his rock field expired. Just throw 1 special, and he is going to die, I believe. Actually, no, I think he survived it. Yeah, he survived it. This node, I think, boosts health quite a bit, so. Yeah, that's it for this fight and for this war. So we are now 1-1 after this one. So thank you, everybody, for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.